Hey guys, welcome back to the channel Pitbull's Garage. Today we got a 2016 Toyota Tundra TRD off-road 4x4. So we're gonna go ahead and take a quick walk around at it like we usually do. We're gonna go over some features it has, then we're gonna take it on a test drive for city and highway, go over the gas mileage, then we're gonna bring it back to the shop to let you get a under view of what the truck looks like underneath. So let's get to it. All right, big old Tundra. Of course, this is the one with the 5.7 V8. Looking pretty good. She's a little dirty. Nothing detail can't handle. You see, this one does have a backup camera and of course, lock and tailgate. You had a little movable or tie downs, adjustable. This does have rhino lining already. And does have the bars. Look like the factory exhaust. We won't know to start it up. SR5. As you can see, it is black in color. Yeah, it looks like she's a little dirty. Go ahead and polish some of these scratches out. And we can go ahead and take a peek on the inside. We have your standard. You don't have no memory seats in this one. Gonna have your window controls right here, unlock, window lockout, mirrors, off and on for the headlight, and this does have the power rear let down window. I'll show you that. So we get in there, dome lights, power seat, lumbar support. Go ahead and hop in there. And, nice little screen. Your controls does have a trailer brake, tow haul mode. Let's go ahead and stick the steering wheel out. Go ahead and hear that motor too at the same time. Got the little Toyota, I don't know if you can see that, guys, a little truck. Pops up when you start it up. Decent little layout. I think somebody been messing with one needs an oil change. Messing with the brightness. There we go. So yeah, maintenance required. Pretty nice. Here's your sunroof. You can tilt up or slide it all the way back. Let's go ahead and see if that works. You always want to try that out. And then a little thing pops up. A little wind effector. Oh yeah, that works. Go ahead and try all the windows. Yep, they work. Definitely, you always want to try the windows out. Last thing you want to do is get in something and then, or take it off the lot and you see something electric that you got to replace. And especially if you, what a lot of these used cars don't come with warranties, but this one will, if this one's still available by the time this video comes out. But I'm just doing this in case you find a model like this. So, and there's your four-wheel drive selector right there. Of course, the shifter's in the middle. Go ahead and move this over. Check out this console. Oh yeah, that's a decent size with a little 12 volt in there. Cup holders. Let's go ahead and make our way to the back and check that. Oh yeah, that's a decent room back here. You got the little, flip that back out. Check this out. Somebody messing with the spare tire. You have vents back here with another 12 volt. Nice little pull down. Console where you put your drinks. Door panel's pretty basic. Got a little tweeter and a speaker at the bottom. And if I recall, yep, this flips out like that. Flips down. Some of these models come with rear reclining seats, and I don't see the button for this one. So if you are looking, there's a nice little feature where you can adjust the seat and the back. You got your child safety hooks right here. So definitely family friendly or grown-up friendly. Look at that room, man, that's crazy. I think Toyota was one of the first trucks to have this much rear room, other than I know the Dodge Mega Cab, but this is like no Mega. This is the regular cab or crew cab, because he did have a quad cab too. So So yeah, so let's go ahead and give her a spin around the block and see how she do. And I forgot to say, way below it does have, these are cloth seats, but it does have heated, so that's a nice feature to have. I forgot to check out the glove box too. There's a decent little space in there. So this thing got plenty of space. We'll go ahead and check out the backup camera. Yep, it works just fine. Also, before I take off, show you that rear letdown. I always like that. So let all the air in. Goes right back up. That works fine. So let's get to, all right, we off in the old Toyota Tundra. And this is a 2016, if I didn't mention that in the video. This does have the 5.7 and TRD Pro off-road whatever suspension, so it's got like different shocks, different kind of wheels. I think from the factory it came with like some off-road Goodyear tires. That's a little stuff that came with it, the package. Locking diffs, just little stuff here and there, just to be a little bit more active off-road. And I always kind of like how the way these ride out of a lot of trucks. I think this does ride pretty smooth being a truck. And if you did notice, this is I think the second generation. So this body style is going to be anywhere between 2007 and 2021. There is going to be a refresh in 2022. I mean, there's been like little updates of lights and grills and packages and trim levels and colors and blah 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 blah. But mostly between 07 to 2021, present right now, there's going to be pretty much basically the same truck as this one, just with different features. So that what you hear in the back is the stuff in the for the spare tire. So far so good. This actually averages 13 city, 17 highway. Out to 5.7, which is 381 horsepower. And you can be looking around, depending on which model you got, 4-wheel drive, 2-wheel drive, somewhere between 9,200 to 9,900 towing capacity. Payload's gonna be anywhere between 1,500 to 1,630. So that's pretty decent. That I'm pretty sure it could pull a 10. That's like the recommended, like the 9 something, but I'm pretty sure 10,000 pounds it'll probably pull it no problem. Right now, as you can see, is averaging 14.5 mpg. So that is not bad at all. Go ahead and scroll through it and see what else is in here. Current field, that's where we got the real time, the miles to empty. Elapsed time since started, average speed, it says 9, so like they've been doing a lot of city driving. And there's your trailer brake right there, so you can't leave it on here when you're towing a trailer. And then let's see what else you got. Settings you can go through, just probably some like creature comforts or stuff, and of course there's maintenance. And that maintenance 9 times out of 10 is going to be it needs a oil change. So yeah, that's a nice little LCD screen in there. So far we're doing so good. We're gonna wrap around to the highway. I mean, so far right now I would say until I get I like to do on these videos kind of a panic stop on the highway, but not like always stop, just applying the pressure of the brakes real hard to see where you're at. Right now I feel like it might need some front pads. We're gonna see till we hit the highway. All right guys, headed to the highway. See how she does. Like so far, like this is a fairly decent truck. I like these trucks. If you're definitely in the market for a Toyota Tundra, I would say definitely definitely get one. I always kind of liked them, and just the more and more I drive them, I like them a little bit more. So might be one in my future. Come over here, get past this work zone, and gets out there. Oh yeah, them brakes. Them brakes. I just did my little panic stop right there. Yeah. So definitely you test driving one. That's with anything you test drive. You gotta, I'm giving you the review of the truck and stuff you gotta do on basically any vehicle, and brakes are on every vehicle. So definitely when you test driving one, make sure the brakes are working good. And hey, well, I don't know if you can see in the steering wheel. I'm gonna see, ain't no cars behind me, so you see that steering wheel shake. Yep. Definitely we're gonna get back to the shop right now. Going 65 down highways. Other than that, it's riding smooth, other than when you apply the brakes. So we're gonna get there and let you take a look underneath it, get the basic layout underneath the hood, whatnot, and then tell you some more things to look for when you shopping around for a 07 to 2021 Tundra 5.7. So let's get back to the shop. All right, guys, got the old Tundra up there on the left, and like I said, we're just gonna take a quick peek in here, and you see the rotors are warped. So like I say, you always want to check that out. Just the basic things. It's a truck, so you're gonna want to check the lower and upper ball joints, shake it down. As you can see, this one's pretty dry, so check the shocks. This is gonna be underneath the Tundra 07 to 2021. Basically, like I said, all the same setup. There's your drive shaft. There's the carrier bearing, looks pretty good. Shocks, everything. This one looks pretty good. So like I say, if you always got access to a lift, it's best if you're gonna buy a vehicle, put it on there, make sure it ain't dripping oil, check the diff. Like I said, this one's pretty good. So like I said, on test drive, all you saw was had that bad shake, so it's definitely gonna need some front brakes and rotors. Now, the most of the problems, what I did find from the earlier models, the 07, it had an air injection pump failure. A lot of people seem to have on 07, 08s. Like I said, this one's newer than that, so something still to look for. And then the cruise control switch is some switch that goes bad on them, that'll make the transmission shift funny, like when you're on the highway. It'll keep it stuck in gear or make it go down a gear randomly, like when it's trying to accelerate up a hill or something, or it think it has problems. So definitely want to keep an eye out on that. That's a few things. Other than that's a Toyota, so the reliability is going to be there. It's been a couple complaints about engine ticks, but like I said, that's all first model. That's anything with first model, you're gonna have its problems. Oh yeah. Hemi ticks. It's just stuff to look for when you test driving one. Go ahead and listen to the motor real well. Make sure get a cold start. Don't be weary if it's already pre-warmed or something, or you want to get a cold start before you purchase one of these. All right, and there's this 5.7. Everything's gonna be basically laid out where you can see it. There goes your air filter, washer fluid, power steering right here. Where you gonna check the oil at is gonna be back on this side right here. There's gonna be your engine dipstick, and this is where you're gonna fill it. As you see right there, it takes a 0-20. So when you guys doing the maintenance on there, your battery, of course, brake booster gonna be in a normal spot, almost like most cars right here. Check everything out. Look at that belt looking good, ain't no big cracks in there. See how old this battery is. Does it say? Looking like you got some age on it, but it didn't have no problem starting. That's gonna do it for today. Hope this video was helpful, and for your search for your next Toyota Tundra 07 to 2021. Like I said, they're great trucks. I highly recommend them. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below, and I'll try to get back and help much as I can. So until then, see you next time. Peace.